I've spent years thinking about why so many people walk around with a cloud over their heads, and I've come to some fascinating conclusions. It's like we're all playing this game where someone gave us the wrong rulebook, and we keep wondering why we're not winning. Think about a hamster in one of those fancy cages, with all the tubes and wheels and little plastic houses. The hamster runs and runs, gets all the food it needs, has a comfy bed, but it's still in a cage. Many of us are like that hamster. We have all the basic comforts, maybe even luxuries, but we've built our own cages with expectations and comparisons. Here's what's really interesting: happiness isn't actually our natural state. Our brains evolved to keep us alive, not to make us happy. It's like having an overprotective security system that sees threats everywhere. Back when we were hunting and gathering, this was brilliant. It kept us alert and alive. But now? Now it's like having a fire alarm that goes off when you're just making toast. The biggest trap, and this is the real kicker, is that we've been sold this idea that we should be happy all the time. It's like being told you should be full all the time. It's nonsensical. Happiness is meant to be a fluctuating state, like hunger or alertness. But we've turned it into this mandatory, permanent condition. And social media? Oh, that's like giving someone a funhouse mirror and telling them it's a regular mirror. Everyone's posting their highlight reels, their best moments, their filtered lives. It's as if we're all watching trailers of other people's lives and wondering why our full-length movie doesn't look as good. You know what's really fascinating? The happiest societies often aren't the richest or most successful by conventional standards. They're the ones where people have realistic expectations and strong community bonds. It's like a garden. You don't expect it to bloom all year round, and it needs both rain and sunshine to thrive. We're also terrible at predicting what will make us happy. We think it's the promotion, the new house, the perfect relationship, but that's like thinking the horizon is a place you can actually reach. Once you get to where you thought the horizon was, guess what? It's moved further away. Here's another thing: we've lost touch with discomfort. We avoid it like it's toxic, but discomfort is like exercise for our emotional resilience. If you never lift weights, your muscles won't grow. If you never face challenges, your ability to handle life's difficulties doesn't develop. The solution? Well, it's both simpler and more complex than people think. It's not about achieving happiness, it's about accepting the full spectrum of human experience. It's like music, you need both high and low notes to make a beautiful melody. If it was all high notes, it would just be noise. And finally, we need to understand that meaning often matters more than happiness. Think about it. Would you rather have a life of shallow pleasures or one where you struggled but did something meaningful? It's like choosing between a sugar rush and a nutritious meal. One feels good momentarily, the other sustains you. So maybe the real problem isn't that we're unhappy, it's that we're unhappy about being unhappy. We're like actors in a play who got convinced that they should feel like their character is winning even during the tragic scenes. Once we understand this, well, that's when things start to get interesting.